Well, you need to start flossing.
Jesus.
That's disgusting.
That make me want to cry.
You need to start flossing more.
I need surgery.
Probably smell like a dead animal.
That smell like that pork chop from last week.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you everybody so much who have been supporting me thus far. And also for those of you who are just joining us, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. So today we are going to be discussing 3 tips on how to have a healthy marriage or relationship. So, babe, what is the first tip?
First tip is good communication.
What is communication?
I don't know. Communication is very important in a relationship. Of course, it is. Communication is more than just talking. Communication is talking and listening. A good conversation is a conversation where two people had the opportunity to digest what one another was saying. So, good communication goes beyond just words. Good communication brings about understanding.
Yes, that's good. I was just thinking about that. That is so good. That is really good. Because it's so easy, you know, for us to don't point at me. It is so easy for you to be in a situation and you're trying to get your point across and this person is trying to get their point across and nobody's listening. Nobody's gaining understanding.
You don't communicate well, where there's a lack of communication, there's always an opportunity for confusion to take the place of good understanding.
That's the truth.
So, you know, whenever there's a lack of communication, there's always that the chance of good confusion coming in there, stirring up trouble and issues.
You sound like you finna say some good confusion.
I did.
There's
I
nothing.
like a little good confusion every now and then.
Not me. There's nothing good about confusion.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, yeah, communication is a key thing for me. Even in my marriage, like, I always like to talk about
She
something.
loves
Like,
to talk.
I'm always, he jokes with me about, like, when I say, Quentin, I need to talk to you. Or, hey, we need to have a meeting about something. And he's like, I'm getting so tired of these meetings. But I like to communicate because I don't like to in no way have any kind of misunderstanding about anything. I don't want him to, you know, try to figure out anything about me when we can just talk about it. I don't want him to assume anything because assuming, again, brings chaos. It brings misunderstanding. And so that's why, again, communication is really, really important. It's imperative. It's necessary for any kind of relationship, not just only a marriage, but any kind of relationship that you are in.
Right. And one of the main things that I've learned about communication, which I've already said it, but just to reiterate it, the main thing about good communication is understanding. Like so many times we get set on trying to say our piece, and a lot of times like that, you need to just don't have the conversation in that moment.
Yeah.
You probably need to wait till a later time so that you guys can take some time and actually get to the common ground that you need to get on it, get an understanding, and that's when you can have some good communication and make some sense of things.
Right. That's good.
2.
Don't rush my 2. Number 2. Feed the do's and starve the don'ts.
Feed the do's and starve the don'ts.
Think about it, y'all.
So what does that mean?
To feed the do's and starve the don'ts. Starve the don'ts. That's deep. That's deep. You know I'm about to give you a deep answer for that one. Don't go to sleep on me. Don't sleep on me. Okay, so feeding the do's is again, like you feed the positive. You feed the very thing that causes a relationship to thrive. Like you feed the intimacy. You feed the positive things. You feed the communication. You feed everything that causes a relationship to thrive. And you starve the negative. You starve the arguments. You starve everything that would cause division in the relationship.
Let's give them an example. Like, whenever you start fussing at me, I don't fuss back. I starve that argument out. Like, you don't, and it's kind of hard for you to argue by yourself, isn't it?
I don't argue with myself. I like to get Quentin's opinion about something. Like, I literally try to get an understanding of how he feels about something.
So what does that have to do with us having an argument? You just try to switch the subject.
Well, a lot of times the argument, it's not an argument if I'm trying to get an understanding. I think a lot of times we think that something is an argument because there's misunderstanding in there. You get what I'm saying?
I'm about to starve this don't right now. So whenever you are feeding the do's, you feed those things that are pleasant in your relationship.
Right.
You feed those things that are necessary in your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And you feed those things that bring peace to your relationship.
Right.
Like, if it's going to the movies to spend time with your significant other, spending time in any way that you guys see fit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course, in a relationship is give and take.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you might do what she likes, and sometimes she'll do what you like. But
even though you guys may not like,
that's how you feed the dues.
Right.
Sometimes one person in a relationship may not like a certain thing or may not be used to a certain thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, say for instance, they may not be very affectionate, but you can feed the do, because affection is very important in a relationship.
Very important.
So, you know, your significant other might help you to try to, you know, get you used to that. You know, it may be you may have to step out of your comfort zone from time to time and do things that you know, aren't really comfortable doing. But that's a good opportunity, a good time for you to feed what is necessary or good for your relationship. It's called growth.
Yes. You can't grow if you don't feed.
If you don't eat. So you can't have a malnourished relationship.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you want to have a strong and healthy relationship.
Yeah, can you stop digging in your toes?
This is like your second time doing that.
I know, but why do you do that during videos?
It's a comforting thing for me to do.
No, that's not comfort.
My toes are clean.
Oh, okay.
Number 3, guys, is to...
What's number 3? I forgot.
Think before you speak.
Oh, yeah.
Think before you speak. So many times with that, we can speak out of anger when we are, again, trying to get our point across. It's so easy to say something when you are angry, when you, again, are trying to get your point across, or when you want a person to listen and you feel like they're not listening. So, like he said earlier, you said something earlier, a lot of times you may just need some space. Go and get some air to cool off, you know, because you don't want to say anything out of anger, because when you say things, you tend to say things and you regret, and then you cause a person's feelings to get hurt, and you just don't want to, have to go through all of that. So, what do you think?
I think that is something very important for me, because A lot of times, I just want to say what I want to say
Mm-hmm.
in that moment, especially if I'm aggravated,
Yeah.
and just go ahead and say it. But
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that sometimes it's best for me to wait a good 15, 20, 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
45 minutes, an hour before I respond,
Mm-hmm.
because by that time I will have had a chance to dissect what's going on
Mm-hmm.
and to make better decisions than what I would have made in that instance.
Mm-hmm. And us women, we can be stubborn sometimes, and
We women.
I can say us women. Sometimes we can be really stubborn, and when we become upset, we look, we want to go to sleep mad and everything.
Yeah,
We want to
yeah,
go a
yeah.
whole day and be
Yeah.
mad because we like we're trying to,
What's your face?
Yes.
we want you to get it.
Yeah.
But
I
That's-
feel that.
that's
in my
not the
spirit.
can let me talk. That's not that's not the right way to do it. You don't want to go to sleep, mad. It's not the healthy thing to do. So you want to talk things out before you go to bed. Like that's something, you have to learn. You have to talk things out. But again,
Not all night now. You ain't got to talk it out all night.
you don't.
But it is good to just, squash it before bed. But it's not like a hour and 30-minute dialogue. It's not like, just don't take much to apologize.
Right.
You don't take much to make it right.
Right.
Just 2 or 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
God can do a lot in 2 or 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
Right, darling?
He can. He can.
So this concludes our video tonight. We hope we said something to encourage you guys and to let you know that your relationship needs to be fed. Steak and potatoes. Not Viennas.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. Again, we hope that we've said something that has really helped you or helped you to gain a better understanding of relationships. And so, if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, go tell somebody that's gonna tell somebody, and share.
Your mama and them. Tell your mama and them.